A bottle of kombucha can cost you between $4 to $6 at your average supermarket. If you're an avid drinker like me, this can pose a financial problem. So, what about making your own kombucha? Kombucha is a fermented tea drink made from the symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, or SCOBY. To make kombucha at home, you need the following: a jar, cheesecloth, black, green, or white tea, sugar, water, and a SCOBY from an existing kombucha batch. Here are the steps to making your own kombucha. Brew your tea for 4 to 5 minutes. Then, pour the tea into a jar and add sugar. Let the tea cool to room temperature. Place the SCOBY and a little bit of existing kombucha into the tea jar. Place and secure a cheesecloth on top of the jar. We want to make sure that its contents are exposed to oxygen. Now, we wait for the magic. So, what is really happening on a microscopic level? Fermentation is described as an enzyme-catalyzed breakdown of an energy-rich compound, such as sugar, by the action of microorganisms. In our case, we have 2 types of fermentations, facilitated by 2 different microorganisms. For our first fermentation, yeast cells consume sugar and release carbon dioxide and ethanol. This creates the drink's signature fizziness. As fermentation continues, levels of ethanol rise. However, kombucha is not an alcoholic drink, thanks to the action of our second key player, acetic acid bacteria. Acetic acid bacteria love ethanol, as they use it as their fuel source. They then create a byproduct, acetic acid, known by its common name, vinegar. Since bacteria can only survive in an aerobic environment, oxygen must be readily accessible. If the microbes sink to the bottom of the jar, oxygen is limited. But the bacteria have a solution. Acetic acid bacteria produce cellulose, which is a mass of filamentous polysaccharides. This acts as a flotation device for both yeast and bacteria to latch onto, allowing them to float to the surface, where oxygen is abundant. This cellulose gives the SCOBY its slimy, stretchy structure. About a week later, our kombucha is ready. Look closely for signs of mold or overly funky smells. Since the kombucha is quite acidic, most microbes that cause illness won't survive. And that's it.